I'm here this morning with my friend Ben Cross, and we're at our Leadership Unplugged series. Ben is the Vice President of Business Development at University Moving and Storage. So, hey, Ben, great to have you with us this
Peggy,
morning.
it's great being here.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm loving Seattle.
You know what? Me too. My
First
hometown.
time. It's my first time being here.
Oh, wow. Absolutely. We got the perfect weather for you.
It's great.
Yeah, it's
Love it.
awesome. Speaking of perfect weather, perfect everything that's going on. So I want to talk just a little bit about some of the stuff that you're bringing forward in terms of the bike build program and some great ideas from a disruption where you think that Worldwide ERC can be doing more.
Yeah. Well, I think it's our job as leaders in this industry to do good in our communities. And the bike build was an idea that kind of came from some other things that we've done before. And basically the idea is that we get a sponsor, they buy a bunch of bikes, we build the bikes within the YP40 group, and then we present the bikes to youth in the city that we're in, and we make a positive change in that community in real time. And it's really cool because when the kids accept the bikes, they're like, this is the best day of my life. That was a literal quote from a girl one time.
Is that right? Wow.
This is the best day of my life.
So it's a great feedback, which is, I think, the industry that we're in. You know, we're in an industry where we're getting very personal with people. We're moving them, and particularly the element that you have with, University Moving and Storage. And so wouldn't it be great that if we could extend that program where they would have something like that every time they moved, or something to look forward to?
I think if a kid got a bike every time he moved, he'd be pretty excited to relocate.
Yeah, right? We would walk away from all these other issues.
Try putting that in the policy. Free bikes for children.
You know what? You might be surprised what we can accommodate there. But you know what? Talk about, you're in an industry vertical that has, it's arguably more mature than others, but yet there's been disruption. We've seen companies come in. So talk about where you see the disruption on the household goods side or the moving part.
So the moving business has been around over 100 years. So you're right. I mean, horse and buggy, right?
Yeah.
And now, people talk about driverless trucks, but that's really not so much the norm right now. Right now, it's about technology. It's about documents. It's about how to accelerate documents. There's a lot of signing of bills of lading and inventories and things like that are being automated. Obviously, the use of video surveys, not only for pre-move surveys, but for post-move follow-up. And actually, I think there's a real opportunity to incorporate video into the service delivery model with transferees, so that instead of calling them and they're at dinner with their family or sending them an email that gets buried in their inbox, you could send them a video. They can open it when they want. They can self-serve, but they still get that personal feel of having spoken with someone. So I think that's...
So let me ask you a quick, back the last time I moved, just going to date myself, it was the bingo sheet.
Okay.
So...
We still got them.
You still got them?
We still got them.
Oh my goodness. So you talk about an opportunity, where if every box was RFID'd and you could just barcode them, because the bingo sheet, and particularly how well people would offload the trucks.
Yes.
So is there an opportunity there?
Well, RFID tags are super cheap now.
Okay.
But it's the administration of a program like that that's difficult, because it's the technology to read them. So you can read them coming into the warehouse, but reading them coming off the truck and into the residence might pose a challenge. I think it's doable. The problem is it's the fax machine problem. You can't have one fax machine. Everybody has to have a fax machine. You can't have one guy doing RFID. Everybody's got to do it. And so in an industry that has varying degrees of change readiness, some companies are as tip of the spear, some companies are still horse and buggy, right?
Yeah.
And so everybody's got to be doing it for it to work. And that's kind of where we're at now. And so it's slow, but through education, through the association, I think people are getting there.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like it would be an interesting thing. And does it take the burden off of the person that's moving? So it sounds like you guys have it on the radar screen. It's more about getting everybody in alignment.
Right.
It's going to take a little bit longer time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So talk to me just a little bit about, other areas from an integration perspective. We hear so much about the driver shortage. And, we know there's a global talent war. Where do you think that's going to, the impact that's going to have in the next set of sort of intermodal?
Yeah, it's interesting. So there's a talent war within the talent mobility industry, and so it's kind of like an interesting dynamic. Driver shortage is a problem it's taken a long time to create, and it's going to take a long time to fix.
Yeah.
There's a lot of silver bullet strategies out there. I'm not sure they're really going to work. It's a hearts and minds thing. We're going to have to really start to ingrain our kids with more of a blue-collar mentality, and we're going to have to start competing with roofers and plumbers for this talent.
Yes.
And the other thing that a lot of people are talking about is lowering the age for a CDL from 21 to 18.
Yeah.
Because by the time someone's 21, they may already be into a blue-collar career.
Yeah.
We need to get them when they're 18.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so there's a lot of things that the norms that we've set and bars and thresholds and barriers to entry that we might need to reevaluate now.
Yeah. You know who you guys need to have a great conversation with is Micro, Dirty Jobs Micro, because I think he would really help. Do you know who he is?
No.
He does show Dirty Jobs.
Yes. I know Dirty Jobs guy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like climbing in the sewer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But not that trucking is dirty job,
Right,
but I
right,
think
no.
he's got a great passion about getting that skilled labor through.
He could probably tell the story really well.
He could probably tell the story very well.
You know, it's funny, I was watching I think it was the Emmys last year, and they awarded an award to a commercial for a roofing company to recruit roofers.
See?
And I was like, so they're doing this marketing at a high level for talent. We need to do that.
You guys need to jump in on that. Hey, well, speaking of marketing for talent, thank you so much, Ben Crush. You're one of the leaders.
Thank you
Appreciate
so
all you
much.
do for Worldwide ERC.
I really appreciate that, Peggy. Thank you.